So guys, hiya and a massive, huge, warm welcome to www.PartTimeVandalz.co.uk. If you're checking us out on Facebook or YouTube, welcome to Scrooges Studio. So who the hell am I and what am I doing on your screens? My name's Tom, you may get to know me as Ninja MC. I'm a drum and bass MC, a producer, a promoter and a multimedia tech enthusiast for years. So what's Scrooges Studio all about? It's quite simple really. First and foremost, we're not just another bloody YouTube studio and we're not trying to sell you anything. We are the people that run PartTimeVandalz Music and the PartTimeVandalz Media group, which is our commercial, recording studio and media publication group. This is a side project for us. Scrooges Studio is all about trying to give you guys a little bit of a helping hand up from sharing our experience, our expertise, the things that we've gone through and little bits of advice we can give you. And also, to be fair, we've made a fair few mistakes along the way and it might help if you guys can learn from some of those instead of having to make all of them yourself. So really, this is an introduction to what we're going to be doing here at Scrooges Studio in PTVHQ Studios, where I'm stood now. This is actually our base of operations, this is our HQ, it's our studio, and now we want it to become, at least in part, yours. We're operating something that we've coined and we've called it the Social Studio Project, guys. Now, to put this in the simplest possible terms, it's about trying to break down barriers and give access so that you guys can get to have a go, experience and get involved with the industry that I fell in love with from the very first experience. So guys, if you think you've got a talent, you're passionate, you've already got a little bit of material that you've put together, it doesn't matter if you've recorded it singing on your guitar in the bathroom, recorded it on your phone, or if it's a video and you've only been able to record it at 480p because that's the level of camera gear that you've got, that is not an issue. We're looking for raw talent, passion, and people that want to get involved. So if you fancy your chances of coming here and maybe working on a project with us, definitely get in touch. A lot of you guys who are really into your PCs, particularly your high-end desktop stuff, are going to be aware that Ryzen 3000 has in fact just launched and it's cracking. The instructions per clock have gone up massively and the price has forced Intel to start thinking forwards. For that reason, I wanted to take another look at the two systems we've been testing for the last 3 months. One of them is what I would have always recommended for a budding studio producer, and that is an HP Z600. It's a C602 running two Xeon X5670s between 2.3 and 3.4 GHz across 24 gigabits of 6-channel DDR3 ECC RAM. Unfortunately, it's running on old Gen 2 buses, but that's not a massive problem, again, for the workload that we're giving it. It's also got a GTX 980 amp and a number of SATA SSDs. As a comparison, because that one is phantasmagorical for audio workloads, it's also brilliant when it comes to rendering out videos. It's not great for timeline performance and it's pants for gaming. So this one is really, in our opinion, the next big new thing to hit the sub £500 price to performance market share. And that's these Chinese X79 motherboards, and wow, we've got some content coming for you on these. I've built that out, in fairness, as high as I could actually afford at the time, but I also think that's about as high as you'd want to go with a system like that in terms of relative performance, because if you're going to start popping much over the £500 price point, at that point I really do think you need to consider moving forward into newer generation products. We've got the sub £500 12 core 24 thread 24 gig 6-channel GTX 980 equipped HP Z600 over there, and we've got the 8 core 16 thread 16 gig in quad channel RX 580 2048 SP model with dual NVMEs and gigabit networking on this side. They're both under £500, so they've both got masses of cores, masses of cache, masses of RAM and good quality graphics cards. So which one is best in which situation? We'll test it, we'll rate it, we'll benchmark it, then we'll swap out the GPUs, we'll swap out the fast memory, we'll test them again, and then we'll come back and give you guys the final feedback. This afternoon, guys, I've got a short tech talk coming up explaining exactly how these Chinese tech wizards have enabled NVMe boot on X79 chipsets that just shouldn't have had it. And we've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up for you. I've got this mountain of tech down here, which is all for bargain but ballin, our other mini-series where we look for the pro performance, pauper price, 1080p 60, 24-bit 48K or better, £100 or less. All of these products fit into that category and we've got some massive surprises for you. These two huge boxes down here are our 1440p high-end, low-price budget gaming monitor shootout. We're going to be bringing you that later on this afternoon too. And that cool box there is off one of the best investments I've made in a long time. I can't show you on camera because actually it's holding the camera at the moment, but it is a sub £70, 3-axis, lightweight, extendable, rechargeable smartphone gimbal from Tech. And wow, if you're looking to set up a single person streaming operation, you can't afford to pay a cameraman, that's the situation I was in. This thing has got RoboTrack. You train it on your face and it will automatically follow you around the room. It's amazing, guys. So look, I've waffled a bit more than I wanted to here. We've got stacks of really, really cool content coming up for you guys. This afternoon, the X79 architecture explanation and exactly how these Chinese wizards enabled NVMe boot on a board 3 years before the standard was invented. And also our budget 1440p monitor shootout. Guys, keep it locked. I've been your boy Tom Ninja MC. This is Scrooges Studio on PartTimeVandalz.co.uk. Peace.